Hello, this is Mark. Just thought I'd do a quick garden update. I have cilantro and basil. Some of my cilantro has gone to seed. Um, and I have some great little volunteer tomato plants in here that are getting little tomatoes on them. Um, Also have, I think, a squash or some sort of melon or cucumber plant that's growing in there too. Uh, this is my little jungle end. I had been neglecting my garden and found that I had such a huge amount of weeds that I went through and pulled weeds the other day. A lot of my onions have tipped over, which means they're probably ready. But you can see these little things right there. Those are my red candy onions, and my biggest one is about an inch in diameter. So those are going to stay in when I pull the yellows and the red, or the yellows and the whites. Again, more volunteer tomato plants. Those are appear to be Romas. And then I've got another volunteer plant that was growing in here that could be a melon or it could be cucumber, any number of things. I'm not sure. Haven't seen any fruit form on it yet. So got a couple of onions that are really nice size, but looking really good. I'll be pulling the onions in the next couple of days and starting to let those dry. Along with my neglect, you can see the big pile of weeds here. I have let the weeds take over my tomato beds. So because of that, I had to go through here today and do some cleanup. But I have a large number of small, these are Sweet 100, like a type of cherry tomato. That plant there that does not have any tomatoes on it yet, but it has a couple of blossoms, is a Roma. So I have 4 of the Sweet 100s, which getting ready there on one of them. And then I have 4 of the German Johnsons, which are a heirloom variety. And those are getting some decent tomatoes on them, but the big issue is that I let the weeds get in there and they've caused a lot of damage. Well, we've had a lot of winds lately, so this is my little batch of corn, and I've got several that keep tipping over because of the wind. I do have corn forming on all of these, almost all of these stalks. Another little container with some basil in it. I've got to go through and clean that. These are green tomatillos that I planted from seed that I salvaged from an organic tomatillo that we had bought at one of the like Whole Foods or something. But they are putting out a ton of the little lanterns, which will be where the tomatillos form. So I have absolutely going to have a ton of tomatillos. They are everywhere on these plants. So very, very cool. The first time I've ever grown them. So I am very excited about that. I have 4 what were sucker plants from the Sweet 100s that I planted over here, and they are doing very well. They haven't had to compete near as much with the weeds, but yet I have not trussed them up or anything. I have a small eggplant plant there. I'm not sure it'll do anything. This eggplant looks like it's going to produce. It's starting to get some buds there in the center. We'll see how that goes. Then I have 2 zucchini plants here, which are doing relatively well now that we've stopped having all the rain and winds. I've cut out, I don't know how many bad ones because of how much rain we've had. Sorry for the extra noise between the neighbor's kids and the air conditioner here. These are a burgundy green bean. Basically, when you cook them, they turn green again, but they grow purple, and I have quite a few small plants here that I've been harvesting from. There's another section of the same type of corn, but planted later, which is actually doing better than the other ones. One of the things that I'm really excited about is I have planted this year what they're called ground cherries. So you can see the little paper lanterns under there. I have a large amount of them. Those paper lanterns will have the fruit in it. So I had two varieties of the ground cherries. One is a Aunt Molly's organic, and the other one is a pineapple flavored one, and I believe that's organic also. I can't remember for sure. I'd have to double check my packaging for that. And then I got two summer squash plants that are doing very well. Starting to get some nice little summer squash, a lot of blooms going on in there. And then I have 5 different varieties of sunflowers, and they are starting to grow very nicely and starting to bloom. This is my first one that has actually opened up, and it is very, very nice. My wife loves sunflowers, so I have 5 different varieties here, and even they are not even close to full size for most of these. They will be anywhere from 3 to up to 10 feet in height when they are fully grown. On top of that, or actually in front of that, I should say, I'm growing some sun and moon, or moon and stars. Yes, that's what it is. Moon and stars watermelons. The problem is they are not responding very well. This is the first time I've tried to grow these, and I'm not sure if I did something wrong or if my soil's not very well, but it's not responding well to this location. So, but next to it, you can see these vines with all the flowers and stuff in there. Those are a type of melon, and it's called a tiger melon. It's got a orange and green skin on it, about the size of a muskmelon when it completes, and they're supposed to be very good. So this is the first time I'm trying these. I got the seed for these from Territorial Seeds, so take a look at them. I'll try and put a link to their website. Next to those melons, I have a couple more varieties here, and these are limbics, which is another melon type that's about the same size as a muskmelon, but it has I think it's a green and yellow skin, and it's a very pale colored internal flesh. Supposed to be really good. Like I said, these are the first times I'm growing these ones too. And then I have a single muskmelon plant there, and that pretty much completes the garden. So everything's doing pretty well. My yard is an absolute mess, but there is my garden. So thank you, and let me know what you think, and have a great day. Bye.